Hello and welcome. This 40-minute deliberate blended class will blend the beginning part, alignment-based movement portion, combined with a closing Nidra meditation to settle our nervous system and bring about a sense of rest and ease. So the beginning part, we will be using some props as options. I will be guiding us through some definitely mindful based movement where you can really tune into your breath, and we'll take time in some slightly longer holds so that you can really feel the poses in your body. And this practice is fairly gentle, so it is recommended for all levels, but please make sure that you are able to start or resume a yoga practice if you have any health conditions and have been cleared by a medical practitioner to do so. And always listen to your body. That's the most important thing. Make changes and modifications as you need after the practice. So welcome. We will start on our mats, seated. So if you need to grab a couple props and press pause, you can do so now. We'll make our way over to a seated position, and I would suggest sitting up on a prop. Like my bolster, you can always use pillow, blankets, or blocks. And find a comfortable position where your knees can fall lower than the level of your hips, or at least level with your hips. If you have to lift your pelvis up higher, that's great. Most important thing is that you can really relax the physical body and the lower part of the body in this pose, so that you can really feel into the softening when we close our eyes and go inwards. So go ahead and find a seat. You can sit in a chair or lie down if you need as well. Once you've found your seated position and rest, to start to just feel this weight of the lower part of the body just kind of settling into the earth, pulling you downwards. And close your eyes if they aren't already. And as you close your eyes, it's like closing this veil of busyness and distraction. In that action, you choose to set the intention to take this time for you, for yourself. This little period of time, this nugget of snapshot of time in the day to nourish you. Feel the settling in, drawing, connecting inward. If you'd like, you can place your hands on your heart right now, like I am, or just place them gently on your thighs. As you feel this settling of the pelvis and the leg into the earth, feel this rise, broad extension of your spine. Every vertebrae, from the lumbar vertebrae, walking your awareness up each and every vertebrae and the discs between the vertebrae, walking all the way up the spine. And with every point that you touch, you feel this extension, and the spine grows taller. Way up to the neck, the spine, right to the crown of the head. Feel this moving down of the lower body, but then this gentle, peaceful drawing up of the upper body and the crown. Soften the shoulder blades and feel this lift in the heart. Pause and feel into this space here. Notice your breath. Again, with how you feel, where you're at today. Perhaps just choosing to let the day and what's been occurring so far, just let it go, wash away. Knowing that as we fill up our cups, time to nourish ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally only adds to what we can then give to others and do in our day. And start to deepen your breath. So as you inhale through the nostrils, feel breath enter in through the crown and fill the whole body all the way down into that deep full belly breath, right down to the base of the pelvis. And once you're there, just let it go. Let it go with intentions that it slowly leaves the body as well as it. And then back in, the full belly, full body breath. And then draw the belly slightly just in towards the spine. Let the rib cage and the lungs naturally deflate as exhalation leaves. Just keep moving breath at your own pace in your body, into your being. And definitely with intention on both phases, like feel that exhalation, deflation as much as the inhalation. Feel the muscles of the body start to soften as breath expands into your being. On your next inhalation, you can start to imagine and experience like this expansiveness of the breath filling the body, but then going out wider than the body as well. And then when you're ready to let go, you just release. Release the energy, you release the carbon dioxide, the breath. Then I want you to feel this kind of drawing back inwards. Expanding on the inhale. Out as far and wide as you can, first to your periphery and beyond. And then exhaling and draw back inwards and out. Stay with that awareness for a few more breaths. Back inwards. Nourish yourself with every drawing in and new energy, fresh light, presence and blood in on the inhale. Let that go, but keep with the fuller breaths as we move into some physical practice. You can drop the hands if they're at your heart, and we'll just rock and roll the head side to side a little bit. So stretching the left side of the neck, tilt the right ear towards right shoulder, keep the right shoulder dropping down to the earth. A little bit of a stretch to the left side and lengthen the left fingertips to the earth if that helps a bit as well. And then gently just roll your chin towards chest. Let your head hang down there for a minute. Perhaps you feel a stretch through the back of the upper neck, shoulders. Good, and then roll the left ear towards left shoulder. And then extend right fingertips towards the earth. Got both shoulder blades down the back side of the body. Feel this really smooth stretch on the right side this time. Deep breath into the heart, softening on the exhale. And just lift the head back up. Okay, this time you're going to walk right fingertips out away from you. Better than inhale, lift left fingertips up towards the sky, arms straight, and then you're going to reach up and over for a little side bend to the right, feeling the stretch along the left side body here. Plant that left hip and pelvis down into the earth, and then on the lift, inhale, reach chest, heart up. And then it's a bending up and over to the right. So the arm hanging there where it's comfortable. You can grab the head if you'd like. Deep breaths here. Perhaps you look up towards the ceiling. Great. And then slowly come back up. Right, and then other side. Left fingertips walk out to the left. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Feel the grounding down of the pelvis, up and over to the left. So watching that we're not compressing down and over on this stretch. It's a lifting of the spine. Think of like an arching up and over. Beautiful. So the action is through the rib cage. The spine is lengthened. Perhaps you look up, breath into the heart. Exhale to soften. And then inhale, come out. Let's do a little side twist. So you're going to walk right fingertips back behind you. Left hand comes onto the outer right thigh. Outer right thigh. Good. And then inhale, lift through the heart. The spine crown grows tall. Gentle twist to the right. So you can use your left hand on your right thigh as a little bit of traction there. Draw low belly in towards the spine. Lift the spine tall. And then you can really feel that twist in a sweet way, but where it's also safe for the body. All that good stuff. Come back to center. Switch sides. Left fingertips back behind. Right palm on outer left thigh. And then before you twist right into it, find that length through the spine. Lift through the heart. Crown grows tall. Draw low belly in to protect the low back. And then feel that twisting to the left. Add a bit of traction on the left thigh. Good. And just let the gaze be peaceful. Inhale into the heart. Lift, and then exhale, soften the shoulder blades back and down. One more breath like that. Beautiful. Okay, great. Let's come to hands and knees, tabletop. You can always do hands and knees, these next few poses from a chair and follow along if you can't come down on your hands and knees, or you can try them lying on your bed as well. But I'm going to guide us through hands and knees. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, spread the fingers nice and wide. Okay. And toes can be untucked or tucked, up to you with this one. Let's do some cat-cows to start here. So we'll do cow pose where we drop the belly down, lift the tailbone up and back behind you, and then draw shoulder blades towards your hips. Wrap your triceps towards your belly. Good, and then look forward. Inhale. Exhale to push into the ground, round the spine, tailbone goes down, head goes down, yeah. And then the middle of the back arches up. Inhale, tailbone up, heart reaches forward. Great, and then reverse that action into cat and just tailbone down, the spine arch to the sky. And then move at your own pace. So inhale, the cow, heart forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. Next few breaths, I want you to really try to feel the movement coming from the pelvis. So it is initiated at the pelvis. And if you want to close your eyes and just feel every vertebrae slowly transitioning from the initiation of the pelvis until you get to the crown of the head. And then you reverse the action starting at the pelvis. So it's this like xylophone that you're tracing that mallet from the bottom of the pelvis all the way up to the crown of the head, like this rhythmic action. And that just also allows our mind and our awareness to come inwards to our experience, help to quiet thoughts that perhaps are going on in the mind, back into this moment here, our bodies. Great. Add any free movement if you like into your cat-cow. So if you've done this before, or if you even haven't, just create some movement where the body leads you to. So maybe this is side to side, barrel rolls with the rib cage. You can stretch the arms and the legs forward and back, whatever you need for a few breaths here. Both sides. Not sure what to do, just close your eyes and maybe start with the pelvis and just see what happens, see where your body wants to take you. Adding in those deep or fuller breaths, inhaling all the way down into the belly and the pelvis, slowly out. All right, coming back to neutral, you can draw the low belly in, but feel still that natural curve in the low back there. And we're gonna do a little modified side plank. You're gonna take your right toes and angle them off to the right of the mat and tuck your toes under on the carpet or the floor beside your mat. Okay, so the shin is pointing to the right about 45 degrees. Right, take all of your weight into that right hand and knee and step the left foot back to the back long edge of your mat. Okay, plant the left foot down and just make sure your wrist is under shoulder. Beautiful. Once you're there, start by taking the left hand onto left pelvis. Okay, so now we're opening up to the side of the room and your back foot is behind you. The toes are tucked under as like a kickstand of a bike to add stability there. Okay, draw low belly in here. Lengthen heart forward, and then maybe you can start to actually lean back just a little bit so that you can twist your heart to the side of the room and maybe up to the sky. If you'd like, fingertips reach to the sky, or bicep comes along the ear, fingertips to the wall in front of you. Deep breaths here. So inhale, heart reaches forward. Feel that length come into your spine. Exhale, soften into it. More breath. One, slowly come out. Back to tabletop. Wash it out a little bit by moving hips side to side or some barrel rolls with the lungs and the rib cage. Perfect. And then we'll do the other side. So left toes come off the mat to the left, toes tuck under. Great. Make sure that your left wrist is under the left shoulder, and then step right foot back to the long edge of your mat. Plant the foot down, leg is straight. Right hand comes onto right pelvis, and then roll open to the other side of your mat. Beautiful. Start here. Draw low belly in, send your tailbone towards your right heel. Beautiful. And then send heart forward in front of you. Feel that length come into your body, into your spine. Perhaps you send fingertips to the sky or bicep along your ear. Every breath, you feel length come into the body. Every exhale, you can perhaps just soften into the connective tissue. One more breath. Beautiful. Take your time to come out. Slowly coming back to hands and knees, tabletop. Wash it out, move side to side a little bit. Beautiful. And then child's pose here. So knees come out wide, big toes touch, toes untuck here. So tops of the feet to the earth. And then push back, bum to heels. Walk hands forward, forehead to the earth. You can always use props under your forehead. So if this is uncomfortable in any way, I'll give you a few options here. So forehead can come to blocks is a great option. Okay? If this is problematic in the knees or the hips, what you can do is either, what I like to do is just bring knees under hips, and then you'll do heart melting pose. So you're gonna do same thing for the upper body. Bring arms forehead, forehead down. Okay. Props for that too. Lots of options there. Take a few really deep breaths. Feel your body melting down into the earth as you breathe. Let it go. Let it all wash away. We're going to move into a downward dog for those of you who have that in your practice. If you have any contraindications where maybe you shouldn't do this, please keep that in mind, such as if you have hypertension, really high blood pressure, sometimes low blood pressure. You don't want to hold inversions for very long, but just know what's best for your body. So tuck toes under, make sure you have walked the knees back behind you a little bit, push into the feet and the hands, bum goes up and back. Great, and then bend the knees to start. And then you can just, I really love to wag my pelvis side to side, like right to left. And also bending right knee to Turning left and switching back and forth. Make sure that the hands are at least shoulder width, if not wider apart. Strong push into the hands, draw the shoulder blades back towards the pelvis. You can do that by really wrapping the elbows towards each other. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to come to standing forward fold and walk your hands to the middle of your mat, top of your mat, hands to reach your feet. Beautiful. Okay. And then we're going to pause here and forward fold. Now, I do give lots of modifications for people with a health issue. So elbows can go on thighs here rather than fingertips just draping towards the earth. If you want to keep head level with heart, this is a great modification. If you're pregnant, just let your head completely hang, whatever position you're in. And just really start to press the pelvis towards the sky by straightening the backs of the legs slightly. Standing full forward fold is great if that works for you as well. Deep inhale here. Part the lips and little sigh out. Beautiful. Okay, hands to shins or thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. So draw low belly in. Feel that engagement in the core. But keep that natural curve in the low back. Beautiful. And then reach the crown of the head forward. Look down. Inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Your modified or your full forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. The belly draws in. Crown of the head reaches forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall all the way. Draw low belly in as you stand up. Push through the feet. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands together and down. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Modified, elbows to thighs or all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Beautiful. So with your fold now, if you are draped all the way forward, bring your elbows onto your thighs. Keep your right elbow on right thigh. Take left hand to your low back or pelvis. Beautiful. And we're going to twist to the left here. So I want you to bend the right knee even more, straighten the left knee. You can always do this at a wall if you need some stability there. So left leg is straight as soon as you can get it. Right knee is bent. We're twisting to the left here. Reach the chest forward on your inhale. And exhale, twist open. Bring shoulders back on the exhale. One more breath. Gently release, come back, both elbows to thighs, and then we'll switch sides. Left elbow on left thigh, right hand to low back. Bend left knee, straighten the right knee as much as you can, and start to twist right. So inhaling to reach the heart forward, lean back slightly, and then twisting right, straighten right knee, bend left even more. Maybe look up and open to the right. One more breath. Beautiful, and then gently release. Elbows back to thighs. Push through the feet. Inhale to stand tall, low belly draws in. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Just pause here. Your Tadasana. Shoulder width apart, palms forward, feel that deep lift of the breastbone. Inhale, expand your breath to your periphery and beyond. Exhale to draw and connect back into center. Open your eyes when you're ready. Just do a few balancing poses before we move into our Nidra practice. So we'll start with tree pose, and I'm going to do this one facing you. I'm going to turn side to side so you can see what I'm doing. So you're going to plant your right foot down into the earth. Hands on hips to start. Bottom of the left foot is going to plant onto your inner shin, right inner shin. You can always start with kickstand of the bike. Just kind of think of a kickstand, right? Where you have that stability, the holding the bike up, right? So toes to the earth. That's a great place to start. If you can lift that foot off the ground, and perhaps you do this one facing the wall, where the right side of your body is at the wall, and you can hold on to the wall for stability. And then this would be phase 2. If you can grab the foot and bring the heel right up into the pelvis, full tree pose, and then hands into prayer position. You can, or just hovering at the wall. Right, in your choice, if you'd like to bring arms up overhead, into any expression of tree, please feel free to do so. I'm going to keep them at heart center today. Find that one spot for your gaze. And then hands to hips. Gently, wherever your foot is, bring the knee forward and see if you can hover the toes and just balance here. Great. And then we're going to do a little bit of quad or thigh strength here. So you're going to bring the knee up level with your hip. Excellent. And then maybe you stay here. If this is a lot of work, draw low belly in. Maybe you feel low belly and the left thigh, the left quads working there, a bit of glutes. If you can, straighten that left leg. So I'll show it sideways as well. Straighten the left leg. Kick the leg up as high as you can. Try not to lean back. Good. Use the low core, drawing in. Breathe here. Deep breaths. Good. And then bend the knee. Step the foot down. And then we're going to take the foot right back behind us. We're going to move into warrior 3 balance. So left toes go back behind you now. Hands are still on hips, and I want you to get that left leg as straight as you can. Squeeze the muscles into the bone of the left leg. Quads, hamstrings, calf muscles. Feel that integration. And then from there, maybe you start to lift the toes off the ground and kick the left heel up to the sky. Okay, perhaps you stay here today. If you've got that, next thing would be, and you can always use the wall, right? It's there for you, is to start to pivot forward at your hips and your pelvis. Kick heel up to the sky. Cross shoulders back. Arms might come along the sides of the body, palms down. You can keep your hips as level as possible. So keep the front of your left hip facing the earth rather than opening up to the side. Last breath here. You've got this. Beautiful. And slowly come up. Nice job, you guys. That one can be hard. And then just wash it out. We'll do a half sun salutation, modified. We've been doing inhale, arms lift up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. The head reaches. Exhale, fold. Push through the feet, the belly draws in. Stand tall on your inhale. Beautiful. Okay, other side. So plant the left foot down, strong. Bring the bottom of the right foot onto inner shin. You can do kicks under the bike and just play with pulling those toes off the ground. And perhaps you have the left wall here for you for stability. Or any other expression of tree works for you. All the way up if you've got that. Just notice if you have any mind chatter about where you should be in your body. You feel like you should be here compared to toes on the ground. And just notice that. Maybe even just questioning, is that thought even true? Does it matter where you're at? The fact that you're here and you're practicing and you're working with your body and time for yourself, that's what matters, not what your pose looks like. Okay, great. Any expression of the hands that you would like? Okay. Beautiful. And then we will come to our quad strength pose. So you're going to hands to hips, Bring the knee forward, so if you can hover those toes, and the knee will come up level with hip. And maybe start there, draw low belly in. Okay, and then from here, maybe stay here, or if you'd like, straighten that left leg, kick it out straight and strong in front of you. Keep that core nice and strong. Lift up through the heart, breathe. Make sure you're breathing deeply there. Kick up, up, up. Feel those muscles working. Still breathing. Good. And then bend the knee. Slowly bring it down. Pause for a moment. Shake it out if you need. Beautiful. And then we're going to take it back to warrior three. So right toes go back behind you. Right toes are touching the ground. Feel the muscles engage into the bone. Feel that integration, the quads and the hamstrings, the glutes come on slightly. So it's not a full grab, but you can feel the muscles engaging. That will help allow you to create that integration to find more balance and stability. Lifting toes off the ground. Maybe you stay here. Keep kicking right heel to the sky, holding forward at the level of the pelvis. Leg is straight and strong. Extend that right heel back into the space behind you and reach the crown of the head forward. Arms along the sides of the body if you're there. Deep breaths. In through the nose. Breathing out nice and slow. One more breath. And coming back up. Put down. Wash it out. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale to fold forward. Elbows to thighs or to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms come down. Pause one more time in Tadasana. Closing the eyes if you can. Take a deep breath in and feel that expansion into the pelvis, down to the toes, out to the periphery. And then exhale brings you back inward. Let's move into our Nidra practice. So for this practice, I do like to have a blanket that you can place on top of your body. And I would highly suggest using a pillow. This is a meditation pillow. I would probably use a regular bed pillow if you have one. I'll just show very quickly the position for setup if you're not familiar already with Yoga Nidra. The pillow for the head will get very heavy when we fully relax the physical body, but the mind is still awake and alert. You can often feel this really intense heaviness in the head. So it can be very distracting, actually. I've had a few times that's really distracted me. So support the head, and then the blanket will help you stay warm and cozy on a few different layers as the core temperature drops. You might not feel cold now, but you might get cold later. So really important. So you can go ahead and get set up in your Nidra practice. I'll just show it quickly here. You're gonna lie in Shavasana, where the shoulders are completely connected to the earth. Bring your legs out wide, palms to the sky. Blanket is keeping you nice and warm and cozy there. Just take a moment to get set up. Once you are there, laying on your back in the position of Shavasana, feel your body begin to soften even more. The bones sink into the earth. Gravity melts the expression off your face. Your muscles and nervous system drop into a state of restoration. And take a moment to make any final adjustments that honor the comfort of your body. Know that you are worthy of being held in your highest comfort, at your highest vibration. And that this practice is for you. And perhaps bring to mind your sankalpa that you will bring into the practice today. Your affirmation is your I am statement that you are most wanting to lean into and step into in your life. I will guide you as into bringing that into the subconscious mind. Feel the weight and heaviness of your body melting more fully into the earth. Being aware of your mind, noticing what you're thinking about. It is in the mind's nature to wander and have emotional qualities to the thoughts. As your mind wanders, your body is so soft and relaxed. Sit into the perspective of your body, completely unattached from the mind. Mind is moving, body is still. Like you are sitting at a movie theater, observe from your seat the thoughts moving on the screen, as if they weren't even yours at all. Part of the movie, you observe. You have access to many realms of the unknown. Every conversation, every interaction, let all of the looking of your thoughts and wandering of every moment up until now concentrate into a singular point of looking. A magnified, soft watching of your natural breath. Allow the magnitude of every moment of your life land right here and now, all arriving in this moment to watch the majesty of your breath. See your breath pull in from the space around you into full depth within. And releasing back out through the nostrils, giving back to space. Watching breath move in, drawing in from the external, from the beauty, from source, filling you up to your core, to your vibrating cells, releasing it back out to space. Watching breath move in and out. Become curious now and stay right beside every millimeter of movement that your breath takes. The more present you become, Feel the moment stretching open. Breath illuminating the moment awake. Slowing time, staying with it. Curiosity and presence create more possibilities for light to reside. Let the wholeness of your life experience land into the flow. Let breath explore the possibility of inhaling from the ground and the space around you, air, sky, moving through every edge of your body until it fills you into your center. Calling in your resolve, highest calling of your being. See it and feel it clearly in your mind, in your emotions, in your being. Your Sankalpa, 3 times now, repeating it to yourself in your mind. I am. Feel the experience of your Sankalpa, your affirmation, wash over your whole being, your whole body. Full resolution. Experiencing and feeling that it already is true. Bringing all of your awareness now to the soles of your feet. Feeling the soles of your feet without moving any part of your body. We will track our awareness through our being. Awareness to your right foot, left foot, back of your calves, back of both knees, back of the thighs, back of your bum and tailbone. Move inside your body and step your awareness up 1 vertebrae at a time. Moving along the spine, mid back, into the neck. Tracing a line that connects to the space at the center of your brain now, right in the middle of your brain, into your pineal gland. Stay softly concentrated as you locate the center of higher knowing and clear seeing, center of your brain. From this seat, visualize your whole body, feeling your whole body all at once. Spread awareness to all parts as consciousness has the ability to be expanded. Whole body. Let go of the body and sink back into the witnessing of your breath. Your lungs, when spread out, are massive. Tissue spreading over the expanse of a tennis court. Notice your natural breath while sensing the expansive, possible nature of your lungs. Noticing the edges of your body and your breath at the same time. As you breathe in, gather breath from the left side of your body. As you breathe out, exhaling out the right side. Now breathing in through the right side of your body, out through the left. In left, out right. In right, out left. Full body Nadi Shodhana. Stay with it. In left, out right. Staying focused, moving your awareness through a few more rounds. Release the side body breathing. And breathe through your entire body. Moving to a center point. Expanding to the edges of form and beyond. Life-giving breath. Restoring and replenishing every cycle. Back to a natural rhythm of your breath. Feeling breath moving gently in and out through your being. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Feel the sweet, gentle weight of your body on the earth. Full rest, full ease. Just noticing how this feeling, this expression is for you. Feel that for you. Deepening your natural breath. Once you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Start to rock your head side to side. And if you would like, you can choose to stay perhaps in this position. You need a bit more rest, or perhaps even want to fall into sleep for the evening. And so I will leave you here. Move on with your day or to drift into sleep. Thank you so much for being with me today. Namaste.